Hello money and banking students. This is our final week, so this will be the last video lecture. For this week it will be a little bit lighter, no form discussion, but you do have your exam that you'll need to complete. That's a major portion of your grade. So make sure you get that done by Sunday at midnight. It will be available at Wednesday. So you can pick a day anytime during the week to do that. Just give yourself some time that you'll be able to sit down without interruptions. You'll have 4 hours. Once you start the exam, you have to complete it within that 4 hours. And then also you'll have a couple of homework problems from chapter 27, just reading chapter 27. So kind of review the past week. Congratulations to Sarah for winning the Twinkies. I'll get those out to you on Monday. And you know, with the euro, we did kind of see that you know, from where it was about a year ago to today, definitely the dollar is appreciated in value and the strength. So we'll see if that continues. Some overall economic information: unemployment relatively low, 5.3%. One of the good benefits out there, they said that African American unemployment had actually dipped below 9%, which has traditionally been higher, unfortunately due to discrimination a lot of times in markets. But that is good news. And some economists feel that might be like the full employment rate. We'll always have some frictional and structural unemployment. I would argue it's probably a little bit lower than that. We had 4% back in the late 90s. But these are all signs that Janet Yellen in September or sometime soon in the fall, we're probably going to see the first rise in interest rates in nearly a decade. So this is a great time to be taking a money and banking class to see this happen. And with this kind of tying to the final chapter, if we look at all the economic information and look at what Janet Yellen is likely to do with interest rates, again, we should probably see an increase sometime this fall. So we'll just have to wait and see. A little bit of tidbits from this last chapter. They talked about different things that can impact the aggregate demand curve if bank credit dries up, if in the sense that net worth declines. We did this past week have 5 days of decline in the Dow, but I think people are still somewhat optimistic. And again, you know, what are things that the Federal Reserve could do? A lot of what they show in terms of the last chapter is what's been happening in the past 9 years is that if they increase the money supply, that should stimulate aggregate demand, create jobs, lower unemployment. So it took a long time, but it looks like we're finally getting there. So that's good news for the economy. So, and you know, it's kind of a way of just slowly putting the brakes on an aggregate demand curve. They don't want inflation to kick in, and so far that hasn't happened yet. But those in the market are still a little bit jittery. You know, they probably would like 0% interest rates for a little bit longer, but the time is probably due. So, well, I want to say that I've enjoyed working with all of you this past 2 months. If you have any final questions, do send me an email in Canvas, and I'll follow up with you that day or the following day. But otherwise, I've enjoyed working with you, and I'll get the grades out there pretty quickly too. It should be about Monday, the day we end up the course, based on what your grade is in Canvas. That will be posted officially on Monday or Tuesday at the latest. So take care, and we'll talk to you online.